If you guys are familiar about the diesel heater industry, today I have an unboxing for you. I have the Hcalory TB2 diesel heater. It's great for when you're on the go, when you want to heat your car, your SUV, your RV. You use it in boats, you can use it in small places, and for quick emergencies, you can actually heat a house with it. So let's get unboxed. So in this hot box, you're gonna have all your accessories with it. You're gonna have your power brick, your air ventilation, your clean air intake ventilation with it, your muffler, hose. For the 2025 model, it actually comes with both AC and DC power adapters, so you can plug this up through a 12-volt battery, your vehicle, or you can just simply plug it into your outlet in your home. I know last year's model did not come with this option. It only came with the battery-powered option, so that's a nice new addition to this one. You're also going to have all your clamps for all your accessories to get it picked up on there. And that's all that comes in this box. All these accessories pushed out to the side. Let's take a look at the actual unit itself. It does come nicely packaged with foam and very tightly in there. It's got a really nice handle, so you can just pull it right out. I'm going to have to set this over on the side really quick to pull it up because it is a little taller. So I know that I've looked at a lot of diesel heaters in the past, and they've kind of swayed towards this new all-in-one casing. Last year's model did have the tank on the outside. This year's model has the tank on the inside. And I have opened it up and I've added diesel into it and gotten it all primed and ready to go, just to make sure it was working accurately. So on the inside, you're going to have your 6-liter diesel tank. On the 2024 model, I believe it had a 5-liter, and it was on the exterior. And I watched some reviews and read some things online, and people weren't really happy about that option because it did tend to get colder, and the diesel did gel up a little bit more, as to where when it's in the body, the temperature of the motor on the inside actually helps keep the diesel at a liquid state and doesn't gel up at all. So it's all primed and ready to go. I'm actually going to hook up all the accessories to it, and then we're going to take it outside and turn it on. so we've got everything set up. Took a little bit longer because the screwdriver's a little bit shorter. Some of the nipples on these key rings around the edges where you can get it in, it's really hard to get the actual screw around the latch, like this portion. The nipple that sticks out, it really has a divot on it, so the screw's falling behind it. That's probably the only difficult part about actually assembling it, is putting the screw in there. But other than that, it's pretty self-explanatory and simple. So we're gonna take it outside, turn it on, make sure it's primed, and see how well it heats up. All right, so we have it all plugged in outside. I'm gonna start it up. It's already on. Okay, so it's powered on. I'm just gonna use the remote, turn it on. You'll see that it's gonna start blowing, and the blow light is on, so it's gonna take a couple of minutes for it to warm up. And soon I should have some hot air coming out once it gets going. We just wait for the glow plug to start going and throw some air. I can feel it starting to force some air out. Alright, so now it is priming itself. It's pretty quiet. Not sure if you can hear that on the camera or not picking up. Let's get a temperature reading before it starts up and heating. Right now it's currently at 32 degrees Fahrenheit and it's going up as the heating element inside of it starts to get hotter. The air outtake, this is reading 44 degrees. So this is reading at 44 degrees. It's starting to warm up, so let's see if it's changed. 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperature is currently at 22 degrees Fahrenheit, so that should warm up quite a bit. And the tubing to the muffler is at 32 degrees. 34. Getting a reading of 78 degrees for the hot air. It's kind of bouncing around. Just on full. Alright, so right now I've got it on. It was just on 3. So we're gonna crank it up to 10 and see how hot the air gets. And I think the outside temperature is like 25 degrees or so Fahrenheit. So we've got some snow built up. Now it's shooting out temperatures of staying at 119 degrees Fahrenheit. And as the gears go up, it's going to be hotter as it comes out. The cooler is sitting at 50 degrees. And the tubing is bouncing around between 123 to 130 degrees. We're getting temperatures of 123 to 130 degrees Fahrenheit for air coming out. Feels nice. And the casing itself is sitting at like 44 degrees. So that'll be nice when you have it inside of a tent, RV, camper. You don't really have to worry about the casing getting hot compared to the tubings of it. I'm going to open it up and see how hot the actual motor is on the inside. So that's sitting at about the same. Let's see where the hot point is. The muffler, the exhaust tube is sitting at 334 degrees Fahrenheit. It has a good like 1.5 to 2 inches of clearance underneath there, so you're not going to be touching anything. The underneath is like a hard plastic. So we're at gear 10 and it's been running and the air is pushing out about 170 degrees Fahrenheit. And the muffler sitting between 93 and 110 degrees, just depending on where I'm getting the reading from. About 200 degrees at the peak. Alright, I'm going to turn it, power it down to see how long it takes for the device itself to cool off. Preferably the muffler, to see if that will instantly just start to drop in temperature or not. Power it down, you just hold the off switch, and you don't want to fully unplug this directly from the device itself because it has a whole process it has to go through. It has to cut down in gears and slowly cool itself off before it completely can be turned off and unplugged. And it takes about 5 minutes in total on each power up and power down before you can unplug it. So now we're going to get some readings on the tubing. This is cooling down, so 168 degrees of air coming out. And the muffler is dropping down to 57 degrees. And the base is dropping down also from almost 200 degrees to 130 degrees. So it cools itself down pretty quick. So the power down time took about 3.5 minutes, I'd say, for it totally to go through its cycle. And as it is, you can hear the power of the fan slowly getting lower and lower. There's no more air coming out. And then within the app also, it tells you that the device is powering down. Do not unplug or disconnect from any power. So now it's in standby mode, which means I can either turn it on, keep it how it is, or fully disconnect it. And another thing about the device is when it's powered down, you won't see any type of airflow symbol, whether it be blue or red. The glow light isn't on, and there's nothing else on the screen other than telling you how much power it's currently getting. So now we can go ahead and safely unplug it from its power, whether that be a house or your battery. And now it's off, and it'll just take a quick second and the screen will go black, and you're good to go to pack it up and move it to your next adventure.